Hey guys, it is Sunday, October 9th, 2016, 1:12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, sorry. I'm here to talk about the Hurricane Matthew that recently demolished the South. I'm really sorry. First up, to the family in South Carolina that lost their loved one, I'm really sorry about that. I don't know if it was a he or she, but I just want you to know that they're in a better place, atheist or not. I don't know. Anyway, I know it sucks to lose a loved one, so I know where you guys stand right now. And hold on a second, let me move my leg here. It's getting sorry about the squeakiness. It's my chair, as usual. And I also wanted to talk about the South. This is the second biggest hurricane to hit the United States, or hit the South at least, since Hurricane Sandy, I hear. Or not, well, not Hurricane, yeah, Hurricane Sandy was a big one too, but that's up north. Sorry, I meant Hurricane Katrina. Katrina is actually the reason we left the South. My parents, we got a whole bunch of alerts on our TV, and I think at the time on their cell phones, on their flip cell phones, and our security system we had in the house down there. Yeah. Katrina, my parents, we were like, well, we gotta get out of here. The day they announced it on the news, we started getting really bad wind gusts, heavy rainfall, a bunch of it. We even seen a couple of confirmed tornadoes without warnings for the tornadoes. And tornadoes are the second most scary natural disaster of all time. Because you don't expect them to touch down, and then they touch down. Of course, there are some places that you can expect them to touch down, like Tornado Alley, for instance. If it's tornado season, yeah, they're going to see probably 100 tornadoes. I know that in the southeastern part of this country, over here down in the southeast part of America, there was 573 or 574 tornadoes. I want to round it up and say 574 tornadoes, because I think that's what it is. 574 tornadoes touched down in 2 days. No, 3 days. Sorry, 3 days. I know, you're thinking, oh, she's always off. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Well, I haven't heard of this stuff in a while. Sorry I'm so quiet. I just don't really want anyone to hear me talking to my camera. I just really feel like I need to say I'm sorry for all you guys out there, but there's nothing we can do. We can't stop Mother Nature. We can do our best to prevent ourselves from getting hurt from her, though, but sometimes we don't succeed. Sometimes we'll get seriously injured, and sometimes we'll be in critical condition, and that makes me feel really bad for you guys. Makes me feel, we were in your shoes once when Hurricane Katrina was happening. Hurricane Katrina spawned a lot of tornadoes. And, there was too many to count on hand, or too many to count, period, to actually know how many there was. It actually touched down in South Carolina. South Carolina, usually they don't get a whole lot of tornadoes, but they do, but they are not, I'm not saying they're not imminent there, but they're not as imminent there as Tornado Alley in the summertime or the springtime, or in this season, fall. Because tornadoes, they can even occur in the winter, because last year there was actually some confirmed tornadoes in Mississippi on Christmas Day, and there was some in Alabama, and I'm trying to think, Louisiana as well. Sorry, eating icing. A lot of people died that day, too. A lot of people died in that 3-day span. The 574 tornadoes were on the ground or were terrorizing people. 725 people died that day, I think, plus thousands of injuries, probably many critical condition injuries, probably some dead now. So I guess the death toll rose for that tornado, or those tornadoes. But yeah, Katrina, that hurricane is the main reason we left the South. We kept our house down there. We still got it. Well, we kept one of them. We had two down there. We had a rental home, then we had a main home. Now we just have the rental home, and we go down there every summer and we stay in it for at least a month to check it out and stuff. It doesn't have any cable, and right now it has nothing on it right now. Not running water, not electricity, definitely not cable, because we don't have cable there, and we probably won't ever have cable there. And we did leave our stuff there, but the insurance will pay for it if it got ruined. I just wanted to say to the family, mainly of South Carolina, that lost their loved one, I am terribly sorry for your loss. I mean, I don't know who they were or anything about them. I didn't even know if they were black or white, and I'm not racist or anything. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if they were black or white. I'm still sorry. Because it is this terrible feeling to lose someone you really love, or someone in your family, someone that shares the same bloodline as you, or the same heritage, or even your best friend. I didn't lose anyone that I really loved to actual death yet, but I did lose a great best friend I had, and I don't know if it was my fault or hers, but I kind of feel like it was my fault, so that kind of should sum it up, that it probably was my fault that I lost her. But I don't remember of anything that I could have done that I lost her to. I mean, I know everything about the girl, everything from her favorite color to every one of her medical conditions. I'm not going to state anything, or to state her name, or even her initials, but she was my best friend in the whole wide world, and I lost her, and today is the 2-year anniversary of me losing her, and I kind of feel sad. And I'm also very sad for those people that lost their family member in South Carolina, and their close friend and all that. That's just what they found so far. If there's any more, I send my condolences to all of the families that lost loved ones. But here's my perspective on it. I know I can understand this if you're poor, but if you're dumb enough to ride a hurricane out in your house, and you have an RV, or a car, or even a pull-behind camper that you can load your stuff into, and your family into the car, or your family in, or whatever, and just pull out of there, then you're really stupid for not doing it. Even we have an RV. So, say if there was a tornado warning issued for this area, we would grab our camper and we would leave. Because, it takes us literally probably 1 hour to pack all the junk we want with us. And it's not that hard for me to shove over half my room in a bag. Because I feel like I'm the type of person that I best have it with me in case I need it. Because it's better to need it and not to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Like first aid kit, we definitely have one of those on our camper. We have, spare toilet paper. We even left our toothbrushes in there from the last time we went to a campground, and that was about 2 years ago. We haven't driven that thing in about 2 years. No, 1 year. Sorry, I was thinking of the year that I still had my cats, Puff and Bella. But they're both dead, and they're in a far better place than this earth. And I really miss them, but they're up there in heaven watching over me and watching me and my current kitty. I'm a cat person. I also take cats out of their abusive homes and rescue them and take them to the doctor and get them the medicine that they need. And in some scenarios, I give the cats away, because right now I've got 3. And I have my first girl kitty. Her name's Patches. She's sweet as can be. She's right here next to me. And I got 2 boy kitties outside, Voldemort and Twilight. Yeah, I'm a Harry Potter fan. So I'm like, hey, he's got that lightning bolt on his head. That's what he looks like. He looks like Harry Potter-ish. But we named him after the villain that gave Harry that thing instead of, Harry. I should have named him Harry because I forgot how ugly Voldemort was. But anyways, I'm really sorry for your loss. Anybody who's lost someone in that hurricane, friend, family, no matter who you were, I'm sorry. And just know that they are in a much better place right now than they are on this earth. They are safe from more hurricanes. They are safe from tornadoes and possible earthquakes if the earth moves like people think, like the not geometry, but scientists think. Then I'm sorry. But just other than that, know that they're in a better place. Know that they would want you to be happy and go on with your life. That their angel will be right there with you their whole time until you die and you become angels together. And, when Katrina made landfall in the south, or when we got that alert on our TV, I was never there when the hurricane made landfall in the south. But I do know that it did cause a lot of death and a lot of destruction on a lot of people's lives, and I'm very sorry for those people who lost their family members many years ago, because that was literally 11 years ago. And Hurricane Katrina is a hurricane that will go down in history, that is for sure. And I'm sure Matthew will too, as well. And I also seen that on the radar, there was another, tropical depression that could develop into a hurricane called Nicole, out in the Atlantic Ocean. Let's just pray that it stays in the tropical depression area and dies down into just a small storm and then dies out completely, not turns into a full-blown hurricane. Of course, I'm sure I just jinxed it, because that is my luck. That's the way, I guess when I say stuff, it tends to happen. I also remember that we also had another severe weather event on the date of Friday, June 29th, 2011. We had a tornado. We actually had several tornadoes touch down on this area that day, but one of them touched down right on the hill in front of our house. We could actually see it with our own two eyes. And I should know better than to mute the TV when the emergency alert system comes on. Everyone should. Because it could mean the difference between life and death in hospital bed. In our case, we just got lucky. We just got some windows blown out of our house and a few gutters blown off. And it took a few of our shutters from the upstairs windows, but my parents decided we would take the shutters off completely and paint the house green, which is actually really ugly like this. If it were up to me, I would have chosen a much better looking color. Maybe I would have chose cream. Maybe I would have chose plain white like it was before. But the date of Friday, June 29th, 2011 will be a date that I will never forget. Here's a little tip, people. In future events, if you see a red banner pop across your screen, or if your screen goes blank, don't turn off your TV until you find out if it's the emergency alert system, and if it's a test or not. Just make sure it's a test in the very least at first. And then check back later and see if there's going to be more emergency alerts come on your TV. Or your radio or whatever, because, that system, I realize that it's there for a reason. It is there to save people's lives. It could mean the matter between life and death. That's why I'm telling you this. And we almost got killed the date of Friday, June 29th, 2011. Actually, it was precisely at 4:30 in the afternoon I got that alert, and then by 6:30 there was about 17 tornadoes that hit the state of Ohio, and one was in our area. The one that was in our area touched down at 6:35 p.m. And anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for listening. Peace, American Power, and bye.